Hello, happy Aries week. I hope everyone is having a nice time after the Aries new moon and really just started their new moon lunar cycle off with some really cool projects or ideas, just something new and fresh, a new spark. Wishing everyone the best for that, to see it through fruition. And so this week we have April 4th through April 10th, and there are 2 planetary transits that are occurring, shifts and transits, and 4 aspects, major astrological aspects that are occurring. And I'm not really going to touch much on the moon because of those aspects, and Venus and Mercury are both switching and shifting to new zodiac signs. So I'm going to draw a card for each one of the days of the week and go over the planetary aspects that occur that day. So we'll start with Monday, Knight of Pentacles, and Monday, the moon will enter Gemini at 11 p.m., so it'll be in Taurus most of the day. This day, Mars will be conjunct Saturn. And just to preface that, I have a Aries season reading for each one of the signs, where you can watch it and know the exact house that this occurs in for your sun, moon, and rising, and that will shed some light on just an extra layer of where you can expect this aspect to influence. So Mars conjunct Saturn in Aquarius. This is an aspect that tests our responses and our reactions, especially to authority, and most likely in group settings, since Aquarius is our 11th house, which is about our group social contributions and communities. It's also a aspect that will test our courage and our strength of Mars energy, we're fueled extra with determination to get projects done, and that requires strength and courage to bring those into reality. So the test here is with our discipline and our patience. Mars wants to really put pressure on our strength by wondering if it's stamina and endurance. So Mars is about longevity, and with stamina and endurance, we're really testing for tried and true, testing the, what I'm trying to say, testing the, oh man. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay, one more. Testing our reactions and responses. I'm gonna bring this in too. All right, I apologize. I'm having a mental gap. So testing our, I already said, responses and reactions to authority, but also our strength and courage that we allocate to our projects and whatever we're investing our energy in, and being, proactive in testing that physical thing for, and also the energy we're allocating for stamina and endurance, really asking us to be patient and disciplined in how we allot that energy, and so that it sees the best results over time, and that it's truly holding its value over time. Saturn and Mars conjunction wants to preserve and not waste energy, wants things to be done right and exact in that moment, so that there's no redundancy and room for no redundancy and wasting time to redo, really making the most of that time and energy. So we have the Knight of Pentacles, which I think really holds true to that longevity aspect, and whatever projects that are arising seem to, or are being tested at this time, seem to have a structure and have security, have reliability and preservation. Sometimes with material world things, like with pentacles, you can think of, like, I'm thinking of like antiques or something like with really holds value over time, like a first edition book, or a first edition anything. Antique roadshow. So I'm getting definitely a lot of security in this card, and know that patience is present. And this is, if you were looking for a confirmation or affirmation in whether or not Saturn, I mean, something could arise on Monday, but this is confirming that there is a lot of patience and discipline. As slow as this knight is moving, he's still determined to deliver his pentacle and meet his destination. This is being confident and knowing that despite not being the fastest, there's endurance. There's endurance and stamina here. Okay, I apologize for when I do the cards and also try to communicate the aspects at the same time, I just kind of have I struggle a little bit with communicating. On Tuesday, we have the moon in Gemini and all day, and this is the day that Venus enters Pisces. So Venus has been in Aquarius and has been asking us to really just be our authentic selves, focus on humanitarian and philanthropic avenues of service and relationships in general. Also just wanting us to be weird and really just allow us to be our unique selves so that we can influence and encourage others to be their unique selves. So great. I love that energy with Venus, but we're moving into an even more awesome energy, in my opinion. I love the Piscean energy of just true dreamy depths of the ocean. But I mean, I'm very much water and 12th house, so I have a different point of view. So I think that Venus in Pisces will allow us to experience love as a spiritual endeavor, and Venus really wants to have these deep connections on soul levels when in Pisces. Pisces isn't superficial and really dives deep into those really dark waters of the ocean. I'm thinking of Finding Nemo, where there's that one fish that has like the light. that water, that deep water. So Venus will be exploring the subconscious and dreamy desires that are down there, and probably bringing them to surface, allowing for some good quality interactions with others. And I think when diving deep into those subconscious realms, it's going to be with some meditation in mind, and really finding peace and our true self-worth in those states of self-reflection. This is also a great time for using art as a form of catharsis and transcendence. Venus loves to create and bring abundance into the world, and what better way to do that with this Pisces energy allowing for art and creativity. It's just a beautiful time period for creating things, I think. And I'm excited to see the art that comes out. Another attribute of Pisces is being compassionate and understanding of others. And I think with Venus in Pisces will have these attributes show up in our relationships, really taking the time to find that empathetic nature and try to understand others and be put yourself in their shoes so that you can truly see and understand where each other are, where they are in the relationship. We are, as a collective, prone to those idealistic viewpoints and fantasy mindsets, especially with approaching relationships and love in general. Definitely need to find something to keep you grounded at this time, or not. Dive into that oblivion, and then Aries comes around and this burns the pages of the fairy tale. That was very 12th house of me to say. So definitely heart portal for intuitive awareness, though. Lots of love coming through with Venus and Pisces. And we have the 10 of Cups, which is nothing but love of a card. This is being emotionally fulfilled and really experiencing that happiness and that joy that comes with being content and living a life, a beautiful life, caring for your family, and this is I sense a lot of gratitude in this too, just having so many lots of gratitude here. This is very peaceful. I like how it's the 10 of Cups for completion. So yeah, Venus is entering Pisces and will be completing her orbit around the sun, and completing her cycle. I don't know if orbit's the right word, just because Venus has a different orbit than Earth. Happy ending for Venus, learning and ready to evolve is what I'm getting, into a new level of relationships. On Wednesday we had the moon in Gemini, and I didn't write any of the lunar aspects. I might post that day some lunar aspects that are occurring. We have 3 of Swords. This juxtaposition is kind of crazy. Wow. And then we have the Ace of Cups. Okay, so I feel like, you get this peace and feel emotionally fulfilled, and then 3 of Swords. There's some heartache and agony. This is a rough card. This indicates some kind of I want to say betrayal, with the swords, words that are penetrating your heart and not benefiting your emotional well-being. This is dark and stormy, and having to endure something that really just weighs your heart down, and extremely unpleasant. This is a hard card to experience sometimes. I know for me personally, when this card comes up, I've seen it as a conflict with relationships and friendships, and also 3 swords, so three different people, 3 different minds. To shed some light on this, this is very similar to the 10 of Swords. It's done, it's over with. You can heal from this and transmute anything that has really weighed on your heart. This is acknowledging the fact that there's something that needs to be processed, and with the swords, it seems to be something really sudden, and versus like the 4 of Cups or the 5 of Cups energy, that's more of a repression. This is very sudden, and this can come out of nowhere and really shock you. I'm saying I'm sorry for anyone experiencing this, and know that having your heart heavy is a sign of just having to experience this to grow, and there's a lot of growth moving forward. So let's move to the next day. We have the Ace of Cups, and we had this last week. I don't know if it was on Thursday, but so Thursday we have Mercury sextile Saturn, and this aspect is all around thinking around longevity. So we have some good Saturnian structure this week. With Mercury sextile Saturn, we are really able to articulate our thoughts and have purposeful communications, very like constructive communications, good time for making important decisions based on acute discernment over time. Having, a study, or you've studied this for a really long time, or you've, researched the pros and cons of something, now is a good time to make, those important decisions. You have the structure there for those precise decisions. lots of precision with that. I know I said precise, but lots of precision with that aspect too. Just having like that keen awareness of like pinpointing information and I said and but didn't have anything else to say. Yeah, so Moon will also move into Cancer at 11 a.m. Yeah, 11 a.m. So we have a lot of emotionally fulfilling opportunities, and this can indicate new relationships, new creative outlets. This is peace at its finest, and I noted the lilies on the Ace of Cups here, and when reflecting on the reading from last week, with lilies and lotuses, I think there was like a hard day before, and then there was a lot of peace. I think it was the Tower. I don't know if it was last week. Yeah, Tower and then Ace of Cups. So we have like another sudden Tower-esque. This is like the repercussions of the Tower. And then we have the Ace of Cups, the peace. Lotuses have to go into the muck and literally live in darkness, and then they come back up and they're in the sun and they're just unscathed by dirt. They're just absolutely stunning. And I think that's a great analogy for having to explore those 12th house and 8th house experiences, and these experiences of 3 of Swords. Beautiful transformation there, and this is truly just overflowing with love and support and compassion. Okay, we have 2 aces. Wow. Okay, so Friday is Moon in Cancer, and Mercury will be sextile Mars. So there's a lot of Mercury energy this week as well. A lot of Mercury energy. And I think it's interesting how it's like back to back. I mean, we had in Mars and Saturn, they could still be slightly conjunct. So there's a lot of like compact energy within Aquarius and Mercury and Aries this week. So Mercury sextile Mars. This is a good day for bringing those manifestations or projects, whatever those ideas that you've had, or not manifest, so those ideas into manifestation. Wow, this is saying yes. Light a fire on the stick. I don't know. I feel like this is like giving me like the idea of like the torch. I like in the like Olympic Games where they run the torch and they start the Olympics. So yeah, starting, bringing those ideas that you've been holding on to and manifesting them into the material world. There seems to be a lot of passion in them, and this is a great day for communicating with passion and being assertive around those things that you're passionate about. There's a lot of support, and you'll be able to, like, when you're passionate about something, you're able to express clearly and concisely. There's just a lot of support for that on Friday too, and it seems to be related to passions and projects. This is an exciting endeavor too. Could be a new spiritual endeavor, spiritual quest with knowing the Page of Wands. Lots of radiance here. It's really pretty. Be aware though, there could be a surplus of mental energy and activity that day. So might have to really tap into the Saturn aspect just in case you want to communicate something, but you'd really need to think before communicating. But I do see more of a seamless thought to words with communication, and having it be in a eloquent manner. But that's what it is. So sometimes even when you're already communicating what's coming through, you already have the next idea in the back of your brain, and you're like, oh, what? And so that's what I'm trying to explain. So on Saturday we have the moon in Cancer and King of Pentacles. Wow. The Knight of Pentacles is bringing the coin to the King of Pentacles. And it's lots of patience needed because there is a bump in the road. Starts off really idealistic, and then, oh, hold on, Saturn with a reality check. And then we have some peace and excitement. And here's the King of Pentacles weighing in and telling us that abundance is here, and there is a lot of understanding. There's a structure here that allows for balance, and with the bulls, I'm seeing a lot of endurance too. This is hard work paying off, and being able to show and live in your success. and then allowing that success to be available to others, and you're totally generous in giving. Everyone gets grapes here. On Sunday, we have the moon moving into Leo, essentially right when the day starts at 12 a.m. And we have two aspects this day. So Mercury will move into Taurus, but I want to cover the Mercury square Pluto because that occurs when Mercury is in Aries and Pluto is in Capricorn. So we have the fire and earth square here. And this aspect is so interesting because I feel like the way that I read it sometimes is like relates personally, but also in an external sense. Like I really see this aspect play in the world, and I don't want to project opinions or anything, but like it's interesting when I'm going to communicate this. You can probably understand what I'm saying. So we have a conflict or tension between power, the dynamics of power and control, and communications and thoughts. So could be potential withholding of information for the primary reason for survival. And survival, in my mind, is even in the sense of having relevance. Being relevant is a form of survival. And so communications could be geared with like having that power, or that people having power because they are withholding information, or even possibly controlling, having I'm hearing obscene control over information, and how that affects other people's thought processes, or just mental realms in general. So flip side to that is an obsessive need to know the secrets of what's being withheld, or just secrets of the universe, to be very vague. And with that exploration, if that's an avenue of the day, or if you're likely for that exploration, then harsh, intense truths can come out of that, and that can go in any direction, or even in relationships. Ultimately, having this awareness can really like water down anything that could arise. And Venus is in Pisces too, so I'm getting more of like a relationship aspect, and that's, in social circles too. I will say with collective energy in general, I just think that I'm holding back a lot. With those harsh truths, there's just always that potential for leading down roads of like being like super suspicious of everything, and paranoid and most likely some pessimistic attitudes. So, yeah, Mercury and Pluto square, and with the fire and the earth, like that just, that's a combustion of, that's just a combustion. So, if you're not already like adjusted to Mercury Pluto aspects, know that we have some quality cards for the day. Oh wait, I didn't even go into Mercury entering Taurus. Yeah, so Mercury is about to like just blaze something up. Before Mercury goes into Taurus, which in Taurus, Mercury is really focused on comfort, and that aspect really isn't like a comfortable aspect. So the square isn't a comfortable aspect. So fortunately, through the day, we'll have a shift in energy, and Mercury will be focused on comfort and personal sensations, really being like able to think and feel through the senses, and having that real down-to-earth aspect in our communications, very matter-of-fact, and not so matter-of-fact, like being practical, kind of matter-of-fact, but like not so like serious matter-of-fact, very casual matter-of-fact. There could be some potential stubbornness with Mercury in Taurus, maybe stubbornness around thoughts or opinions, or communications in general. Oh, and I feel like this is also a time where, since Taurus is very earth-oriented, this is learning from our experiences and having that be our source of knowledge and wealth, versus reading books or having that like more scholarly way of learning. So let's get into the cards for Sunday. We have the Lovers. This is balance. This is love and having divine energy flowing and really harmonizing with both yourself and others, potential lovers, and also just loving yourself. Sometimes with harsh truths, the best way to get through a lot of those hard aspects are through self-love and knowing you're supported in that. And even if it is only self-love, there's still a mirror that I feel like surfaces, allowing for others to be there. And this is having a lot of support from, all I can think of is support with love and happiness. This is also a decision card, having a choice. If you're focused on this higher love and higher self, then I feel like the card is indicating things will, like both of their eyes are gazed upwards, almost in awe of this presence here, and having that alignment both in this ethereal realm and the physical realm. They should, they should mirror each other. Like, I just get like a full mirror image in this. I'm also seeing more in that. I want to do a video on that card because I'm seeing a lot more as I explore more in astrology. We also have judgment for this day too, and this is a call to action. This is an awakening. The divine, wow. The divine is really asking for your attention, and I get this. I'm hearing you being yourself is exactly like these. They're completely naked, and when you're naked, you're yourself. There's no being anyone else. This is being yourself and heeding the call to action to be yourself. All these people literally naked. So I think that's all where I'm going to leave it. Maybe go over really quick. So strength and endurance, emotional fulfillment and happiness, something weighing on your heart from external. These are all external things. Finding peace and really surfacing after dealing with dark and stormy, murky waters. Initiating projects and passions, knowing that this is supported, and there's a lot of enduring things to get to this point, and this success is earned. And then this is a call to action to be yourself for love and unity. I wanted to go over what I had for the Aries new moon, and so this is the smoke sets. This is the herbal smoke that I have made, and it's this stellar selenite smoke. It's damiana, blue lotus flower, and mugwort. It's a very relaxing blend, and really good to have before bedtime. Can really instill like a meditative state and allow for just like calm and anxiety relief. And it comes with a selenite wand. And so these smoke sets, there's an ashtray. This was made by Kelsey Ennis. And then a grinder combination. So the ashtray grinder. And then a joint tip made by Ryan Russell Tallboy Glass. And so the whole kit or set. Oh, and then the herb jar has the seed of life on it. The whole set is $60, and you can order through me, and eventually I will be posting them on my website as sets and also individual items. The $60 is allotting for shipping. I am going to ask for $5 extra in terms of the whole purchase, but if you were to purchase individual items, then I would weigh it out, and it'll probably end up around $10+ for shipping. So anyway, that's the heart gift that I had for the Aries new moon, and they're still available. If you would like to purchase, you can even message here maybe, or go to, I'll put the Instagram link to Kunze Collections in the description. I hope that everyone has a lovely week and has a great start to Venus in Pisces and Mercury in Taurus. Yeah, so thank you so much for tuning in and watching these videos. I'm really grateful for any time and comments, and thank you for being you and tuning into these readings. So I hope everyone has a great week, and thank you so much.